Hi everyone, welcome to our video tutorials. Today we want to show you how to connect Amelia Employee with Google Calendar. Google often makes some changes to its configurations and that's caused some confusion among our users. So we will show you today with its latest settings how to do that properly. Aleksandar?
Thank you, Nevena. Okay. The documentation we have is constantly updating since, as you said, Google changes stuff frequently, but we will go to the Google Developers Console and follow the documentation to see if maybe some changes were made in the past couple of weeks. So just open this in a new tab, and if you're logged in with multiple accounts, you can switch those accounts right here. So this is our business account. I will change that to one of my test accounts. It opens up in a new tab. So here we can see that after it loads, of course, these are all the projects that I currently have. Going back to our documentation, so it says select a project and create a new project, enter the project's name and select no organization. So here we create a new project, let's say Amelia Google Tutorial, no organization, and click on create. So this creates a project and we should see, there it is, the notification that the project has been created. So select project as shown in the documentation, and it takes you to APIs and services section. Okay, that's currently the same. So we go to OAuth consent screen, or is that supposed to be red? So when we click on that, we choose external type because we want all users to be able to connect to the Google Calendar. After we click on create, we have the app name, in this case Amelia. User support email is usually the name that your email that you're logged in with, but you can add, if you have groups, you can add them. Logo is, of course, an option. So we enter the name, we scroll all the way down, enter the domain under authorized domains. Okay, so this, yeah, we need to click on add domain. I believe that field was there before, so add domain, and now we copy the domain. So not the whole website, but just the domain from your website. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. There it is. Okay, developer contact information. You need to enter your email address here. It's the same email address that we used here for the user support email. So we click on save and continue. That should create a screen that says not published, external, so showing everything that we just did. We can click on save and continue again and go directly to the library. We can skip these steps. So in the library, we're looking for Google Calendar. So Google Calendar. It's a live search, so it takes some time. Google Calendar API, and click on enable. So that should bring us to this screen with create credentials as soon as it's enabled. Okay, here it is. So to use this API, you may need credentials. So we create credentials, and choose Google Calendar API, web browser, and user data. Google Calendar API, web browser, and user data. When you click on what credentials do I need, it displays the name of the client ID. We'll enter Amelia again. And here you need to add the URI from Amelia's settings. When you go to Amelia's settings integrations, you can copy the redirect URI from here and paste it here. So press enter to add it, and it shows up like this. So we just click on create client ID. That's pretty much it. When we click on done, it takes us to the page where we can see the credentials. There they are. So just click on Amelia, and here you see the client ID, which needs to be copied and pasted here, and client secret copied and pasted here. So as for Outlook, we need to remove Google Calendar busy slots if you want the busy slots from Google Calendar to be removed from Amelia, and increase the maximum number of events returned to 2,500. So this will return 2,500 busy events from all connected Google Calendars.
Great.
Okay, so when we save that, we basically complete the integration. And as for the documentation, these are just checkpoints. So if the authorized redirect URI doesn't exist, you can go to, you can actually see it right here. So if this is blank, you need to add it again and then click on save. But since we have it, there's no need for that. And we've already done this. So you need to go back to this consent screen and publish the app. So here we click on publish app and confirm. That's it. The Google integration is done.
Okay, so Amelia and Google are connected now.
Yes.
But how do we connect each of our employees with its personal Google calendars?
Yeah, okay, so when you connect Google Calendar here, it's not automatically going to block any busy events from my calendar. So we need to go to the employees page, select the employee. Unable to connect to Google Calendar. This is probably because I didn't refresh the page, and the Google Calendar settings before we started the video were deleted. So the error is there since it was trying to connect to old Google Calendar. So now we can sign in with Google, choose the account. This already tells you that it's working fine. I mean, since you're able to choose the account, the integration is working fine. This is nothing to worry about. So Google hasn't verified this app. You need to verify it with Google. It takes about 2 weeks to get that done. But until then, click on Advanced and go to amelia.com. So allow permissions and confirm the choices. See, edit, share, and permanently delete all calendars you can access using Google Calendar. Allow, and if we see a red sign out of Google button, that means that we've successfully connected the employee to the calendar. Wait for it to load. Okay, this is an error that it's not supposed to be here, but seems to be an issue with this employee because he was already logged into the previous Google Calendar. Let's try new employee. New employee. Okay. So we save this new employee. We shouldn't have any issues with this one. Sorry about that. Okay, so no error message for this employee. Let's sign in with Google. Advanced, go to Amelia, allow, and it returns the employee's profile. Here it is.
Okay.
Logged in with Google. So what I did here is, before we started the video, I deleted all credentials, and the employee was still logged in using those credentials. So the token for Google Calendar is saved in the database, and it needs to be deleted from the database in order to link that other employee to the Google Calendar.
Again.
Yeah. So with the new employee, there's no issues, and the employee is connected to the calendar correctly. If we assign the employee to all services and simply add some working hours so we can test this. No, they are already in there.
Yeah, pretty fine.
Yeah. Okay. So we can now test the integration, right? Let me see. A booking page right here. Okay. We choose the new employee. Here he is. Class, let's say 1 hour service. Continue. Let's say for Friday, 9 a.m. Amelia, test. This is a fake email, but just to confirm that it's working. Could have removed the mandatory option here, but never mind, we'll add our logo, payment method on site, and now we can just click on confirm. So the appointment has been created. Let's go to my calendar here and open up in a new window. Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 1 hour service, the one we just booked.
Okay, so your service is added to your employee's calendar.
Yes.
One more question. Is the procedure the same for all types of Google accounts, like G Suite, personal ones?
Well, for free accounts, the one that we've just added here, is when you're creating a new project, you're selecting no organization. This is not possible if I was to log in with my business account from TMS. If I tried to create a project with no organization, I wouldn't be allowed to. So I need to choose my organization, and I can try selecting this, but it's not going to work because the location is mandatory. So select my organization and create. That's basically the only difference between a G Suite account and a free account.
Okay.
All right.
One last question.
Go ahead.
If I want to migrate my website, would that setting be migrated as well, or I need to change something?
Well, that depends on the tool you're using for the migration. If you migrate the site, most likely this redirect URI will remain the same, because this is saved in WP_options table in the database. So if you migrate the site, you will need to change this. Now in our development environment, this is already editable, so we can, and this will be editable for all other users with the next update. So if you migrate the site and this domain, this URL doesn't match the URL that you see here, you will need to change it. For example, if it's saved as HTTPS and your website is HTTP, it's not going to work. So we have to delete HTTPS or delete set staging, anything to make this URL look exactly the same as this URL up here. And of course, when you change this, you have to go back to the project and change the redirect URI in the credentials section. So if I go back to my platform and select the project, okay, it's already selected. So in here, go to credentials. So you can use the same project, just add another URI on the bottom of the page right here. So this URI needs to match this URI, which needs to match this URL. One more thing, I just want to show a new busy event blocked from 11 to 12. So it's set to busy. When I save this and go back to the booking page, we will see that the time slot is not available for this employee anymore. There we go, same service, same date, but the time slot between 11 and 12 is not there.
Okay, so it has been removed.
Yes.
So no double booking is possible.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Aleksandar.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for watching, and let us know in the comments what else we can film for you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.